Welcome everybody to the finals, the grand finals of the World of Colonists tournament. This is Retired Hero here with Fluffy. We're playing very fast. Here at the grand finals, we've got Blacker Ben on black, who's placing on the 4-8-10. Soren, who's reconnecting right now on orange. Dreamy on white, and Perma on bronze here. Playing UK and Ireland to 12 points. Something a little bit different. Exclamation mark WoC to get yourself into the tournament there. New tournament starting in 2021. Again, doing things a little bit different. Shout out to Luciano. Shout out to nfornear. Let's take a look at this board. Oh boy, there's so much going on here. So you've got the 4 brick out on the edge there. Brick port here, wood port here. You got lots of spots here. Tons of spots. Nice try, David. Thank you for the follow. Wow. How do you even tell? 8-5-10 actually looks like a great spot to the 3-1 port, so someone might snap that up. But you've got pretty good ore all over the place here. But if you are building to 12 points, though, you do need a little bit more production, and that's what they go for. A 9-6-5 here. And if you look down, there's a wood port out here, but it's on the desert. The ore port, I don't know if that's good enough, but you do get to build out to the 9 ore if nobody else builds out there. And somebody might decide to go out onto the smaller island here, maybe even the 6-4-10, looking at the wheat port here. But chances are you want to point yourself off towards more triple hex spots, especially on a map like this. So you may find yourselves in spots like the 6-9-4 here, or maybe these 8-5-10. So that you get your wood, you get your ore, you get your wheat, you get lots of production, and then you point yourself off to some good ports. Maybe some 3-1s, maybe some special 2-1s that you can get really good value off of. Looking down here, there's not too much on this corner. 6-9-10, not too bad. 4-9-10 gets you to start off with the road here. As we are in 4th position here, or almost in 4th position. No, this is 3rd position still. So Dreamy's going to have to wait until Perma comes back around. There are enough spots here that you can start with a road. Yeah, it's a 6-9-4 starting it off there. So 4th position here, Dreamy. Where's it going to be? Now, if you are going to play for longest road, you want to put your 2 settlements close together. Okay? So let's say you go 6-9-4, you want to make sure you stay somewhere in the vicinity that you can actually connect, right? No, it is the 8-5-10 up here. Is there another 8 wood out there to connect with? Not too sure. I don't think there is. But they do go for the 3-1. So they do need some wood out there and some sheep. Whoops. So they do need some wood and some sheep. They may look at something like a 6-4-3, 6-10, 8-5-2, but again, that puts them much farther off. Ooh, tough spot. There's so many spots to look at it, and it is very fast, so that makes it very challenging for themselves. Maybe even the 6-4-11 so that they can start building off, start building and expanding here, maybe towards the brick port here, something like that. Starting off with the road is not a bad idea there, but they may want some more ore as well. You know, options then to build down towards the wood port here, double up on the 6 as well. I actually don't mind the 6-4-11 too much. Again, good variety in numbers, good options to build out. Again, you don't need to put the 2 settlements close together, but it does make it much easier. It does make it much easier to go for longest road and get those 2 extra points there too. So 12 points is a little bit of a different dynamic here. Goes back over to Dreamy, who is on white, 6-9-4. So again, wheat and sheep would be the complement. And that's going to be tough to come by. Not too many spots with that there. Sheep and wheat are not going to be together. So what you want to do is be able to build out and settle out onto it. Or go for a really good port that you have. So you might be looking at a wood or a brick port. So maybe something like the 9-4-10 so that you can build out here. And get just great production and build your way out here. Otherwise, you want to start off on your own island here and maybe build out here towards, well, maybe a wood port, maybe the brick port out here, and just forgo some of those other things here. And then you can, again, build as much as you like, as many triple hex spots as you like. So I might even go 8-5-11 here. Start off with, no, it's a 6-4-10 still. So that's okay too. 6-4-10, you got a lot of good spots building out to, again, another 2 hex, 3 hex spot, and then maybe even the sheep port out to here. might not be too bad. You'll get some good sheep later on in the game after that 3 hex expansion, maybe even doubling back for the wheat here. 9-3-2 here for orange. Soren going with a really interesting start here. Let me have a look at this. What are we looking for? A 3-to-1 port here. Double up on the 9s here. Wow, of all the spots, that's a really interesting spot. I'm not so close enough to build out a road settlement onto the 6, double up on the 6s, get themselves out there, maybe building out to the 10-12 for ore here. This is going to be a 3-to-1 on the 8 wheat spot here. And again, I guess their first one might actually be the 6-9-3, sorry. Double up on the 6s and the 9s here on the ore. Last spot is for Blacker, who's on 8-4-10, needs some brick to complement this. And they may end up looking at something like the 6-9. No, they go for that 8-5-11, and they go for that brick port here. So nice spot there. Those are your final placements for this game. Good luck. Have fun. First roll is a 6. We get Dreamy doubling up on those. That's going to be ore and brick. Wood for everybody else. Minus Blacker there. And that's going to be a first road to start off with. Off towards that wood port. 6 rolls again. Double 6 to start the game. Soren drops their road down, and they've decided to play a 3-to-1 style here. So they're going to go 3-to-1 here before they build out to this. Before they build out to the 3 hex spot. Road comes down 3-to-1 as well for Dreamy is what they're opting for instead of the 3-to-1. They are doubling up on the ore spot there, so I like that a little bit better here. But much better wheat here. Much better wheat here for Soren after they get to that 8 spot, which is what they're looking at. So they're going to go secure their wheat first, so they get good wood, good brick, good sheep, and now good wheat. It should mean they can road settle as much as they like and then build up their cities afterwards. Really close together, so they are looking to eventually connect. We've got another 8 coming out. Perma here. They've got the 8-5-10, the 6-4-11. I really like their spots too. I'm just wondering if which one they're going to go for first. Is it going to be this brick port with the 8 and the 4? Or are they going to go 3-to-1? Yeah, it's going to be of course, the brick port. Double up on an 11 sheep. I mean, that's not really what you're looking at it for, but you are going to get the 5 sheep off of that, which you did need a better sheep anyway. And that brick port is going to come in handy. So I like Perma's setup too. They have the option here to build to, even I'd say the 5-10, but I don't think they can. It's most likely that Blacker is going to come down, drop down, and build the 8-5-10, which is going to be a unique spot there. But Blacker's production has been a little bit slow because they're going to build out to this brick port first. So we'll have to see if this actually becomes a race or if this somehow becomes a brick port and then a cutback, and we cut back on Blacker. That would be a massive cutoff there if that was possible. There's so much real estate, but there's still potential for plows. 9 comes out, Soren doubles up on that one there. You got to think Soren's almost on that settlement. Sheep, brick, started off with a wheat. Needs the wood. Trading away the sheep, trying to get a wood out there. Wheat for wood, sheep for wood. Doubled up on the wheat there. Start off on 2 there. Trying to get 2 wood for a sheep and wheat. Goes for the trade with Dreamy. That's going to be the settlement on the 3-to-1 and maybe even a road out to the 6-9-3. That is what it is. Fast start for Soren here. Let's see what Dreamy gets out of the deal. Dreamy does not get 7'd out. They get a 6 to pair with it. More ore and bricks off of that. So they have a sheep wheat to go with that. Dreamy, it's got to be close to their own settlement. And they're looking for this one. They go ahead and ore for wood here. They build double road out, looking for the 8-5-2 instead. After the 2 roads there, they're going to come back later for that 3-to-1 port, opting for a triple hex with the sheep first. So they're going to make their own sheep as well. A lot of times when you play for 12 points and on larger maps, you can try to go for 5 resource type strategies where you make everything on good numbers. So if you look at Dreamy, 6 ore, 4 brick, 6 brick, 9 wood, 4 wood, 5 wood, and then they've also got the 8 sheep. Wheat is probably the only thing that they're a little bit lacking on, but they do have pretty decent 5 resource, and then they're going to have that 3-1 as well. No cutback here as Perma opts for the single road down to the 3-1. So no double road cut off to the 8-5-10. 7's rolled. Blacker with the first control here. Let's see where this one goes. I think, you know, Soren is showing in the lead. They do block out the wheat there, so maybe having to trade out. But, you know, Soren's doubled up on the 3. They've got the 2 option there. The 4 rolls out. That's going to be a coordinated road for Dreamy here. That's not a bad spot either, coordinated 4s. That's low key. That's kind of sneaky. So Dreamy here, halfway to their settlement as well. Soren gets a double trade, 2-1, gets the settlement down. 4 settlements out already here. The 8 rolls out. That's a coordinated road for Blacker. Blacker gets 8-4-10, 8-5-11 coordinated. Can they get the wheat they need to get a settlement down? That's pivotal. Actually, it's passed on here. It is Dreamy who's trying for that. So Dreamy wants the wheat to get down onto here. No 10s have rolled for them. Pass goes on to Perma here. Perma with a 6 gets a wood for themselves. Dreamy here, I think, is going to have an easy time getting up to cities once they get that 3-1. They just need to get that wheat production up. Wow, Perma gets the Brickport, and that's a huge play for Perma. Brickport activated. Another 6 means Soren has a whole bunch of wood, but they can 3-1. It is Blacker right now who gets the settlement down. They have a Brickport themselves, and they're on the 8-5-10 road as well. 4 comes out. Road for Dreamy. I think Dreamy and Blacker have the setups that can just skyrocket them. You know, they can boost themselves. You know, with these 8s and 4s when they're coordinated. Once this goes down, I actually like Blacker's setup. You know, the coordinated 10s are going to be huge, but that's the first robber. Dreamy hit with 11 cards. Really tough for Dreamy now. Whoops. Dreamy hit for 11 cards, throws away half. Not what you want to see this early in the game. Hopefully they can still keep what they need for the settlement now. No, is it a bot discard? The bot selected the discards, the road and the triple ore. You gotta think the bot would at least keep the settlement, right? Moves it on to the 6 wood Soren being stolen from. I might have considered a 8 block on Blacker. But Soren, admittedly, is at 4 settlements of production. Dreamy, trying to trade away for wheat, might not have the settlement after all on that 6-3, 3-1. Hate to see it. No, they rode out down towards the 6-4-3. Trying to get more wood for themselves? That's a really interesting spot. Or maybe trying to go for the 9 here, I guess. 6 gets rolled out. Dreamy here still rolling out on those 6s. I'm a little bit surprised there. Perma coming down for the wood port now too. They're going to have a brick port and a wood port. So 2 roads here. And they're going to have a 6-9. So extra ore, extra wood on the wood port. The 8 rolls out again. Blacker hits with a road here. They're almost settled up on that 8-5-10. Perma's building out onto the coast here. And boy, if there was Harbor Master for 2 extra points, that would be a strategy too. You could Harbor Master this up and then cut back and connect for longest road. That's 4 points. Some people play with Harbor Master. 11 rolls out that sheep. Wheat. Wheat's good. Wheat's good for Blacker. That was the rare stuff that they needed. Another 6 goes out. Dreamy. Getting close to those cities, but needs those 10s for wheat. And Dreamy here made an interesting choice here to cut back to the 6-4-3. I'm not sure about these 2 extra roads. This is really inefficient in terms of trying to get longest road. You want to focus on one side if you can, or on one length to get longest road. But it doesn't look like they're trying to do that. It looks like they just want certain positions. Maybe doubling up, tripling up on the 6s here. Maybe trying to build out to these 9-10 positions here. And Dreamy still getting hit. Sheep, brick, double ore. In these longer games to 12, you'll often find lots of robbers too. Perma still stealing from Soren. Soren getting blocked early, and this is letting the rest of the table come back. Perma's in a great spot right now. A development card to tuck away underneath too. No cards to steal from for Perma, so they may end up going on to the 4 here or the 10 just so that they can steal from someone else. No, this is black, so black might actually go to the 4 just so that they can steal a card from someone. Nope. They go on to the 6 and no one to steal from. So it is wood port and brick port for Perma, but let's not lose sight. The 8-5-10 goes down to blacker, and that's super coordinated on the 10s right now. 3 here gets a 3 wheat for Soren as they triple up on that one. Starting to get interesting here, trying to trade away that wheat for something else. I would assume that Soren might even just road settle just to get it out there fast as possible. But man, 10s are huge. 10s are an instant development card for blacker as well, absolutely. But I think they're going to try and get these cities up. 6 here as well. I'd love to see the 8-5-10 citied up. Soren wants to give 1 wood for 2 ore, trying to get the city up. Yeah, they are going to go ahead and road and try to get that out there with the 3-1, with that extra production there. Soren is going to take a little while. Dreamy gets the settlement down on the 6-3. That 3-1 port is now active for Dreamy. A 6 instantly reward for that 6 settlement. 2 more ore on there. Dreamy might be the first one to get that city down. 10's hit. 10's hit. Blacker. Blacker doesn't even think about it. Development card right away. Without an extra thought. That's a development card. They keep themselves on 2 cards here. 1 development. Soren! You got to get used to it in these games. You know it's going to come. Those 7s. Just depends what you're going to throw out. But that's the downfall of production type strategies, is that your production is so good, but you rely on trading a lot of that production in. So can you keep the right cards in your hand? And I think he may. I mean, that's 4 wood right there. So hopefully they keep enough for that settlement. No, Soren actually disconnects. Oh no. Oh no. It moves on to the 5. 5 ore is not the worst block in the world, but that's actually not too bad. You know, gets a slow down Perma. Hopefully he doesn't get those cities. You do need the cities up before everyone else, I think. The faster your production, the better. Especially if people aren't going to be cutting you off or racing you for spots. You get those cities up as soon as you can. I like Dreamy here with the double 6s. You know, they just need those. Oh, 6-9-3. Soren gets the city up. Traded with Dreamy here. And Dreamy gave up the 2, gave it up for 2 wood. McCushmeister is with Perma, and he's literally making burgers right now. Perma's just in that good of a spot, eh? Blacker wants to go ahead and give Dreamy a sheep for ore wood. That is going to be a trade that goes through. Blacker gets the trade off. 6-4-3 is the settle here for Dreamy. Perma rolls the 7. They have control. Free move off of their 5. Who's it going to be? It is 5 on Dreamy, but also 5 on Soren. And it could be that 6 block again. No, it's the 8. They're going to block out Blacker, as they don't want any contest here. Maybe trying to build out this way so that they can continue their longest road and keep the longest road. They don't want to be cut off down here. Who knows? But Blacker is in a pretty good spot there. I mean, the 8 stops them from the coordinated roads, which are the best ones out there. So, I mean, it does leave the 4s open here for Dreamy. 10 is the roll again. Blacker on their turn. Might just keep buying dev cards every time. But at some point, you've got to start saving up for those cities. But maybe you try to buy that year plenty. Maybe you try... Oh, no, the city comes down already. Blacker had it. Between the 10s and the 5s, that was enough. A 6 comes out after that. And look at Dreamy. A road and 2 ore on the 6s. 4 comes out after that. Dreamy is on pace right now. Dreamy is doubled up on roads all over the place. And they have the production to go ahead. 3-1 for another ore. That's a city for Dreamy. 6-9-4. Or did he 6-4-10 to get the wheat? I'm not sure. The production is good here, but they might have needed the wheat there. 8 comes down. That's another roll out there. That's brick for Perma. That's brick for Blacker. It is Perma's turn right now. 8 cards. Perma with a 2-1 into the bank. That's for the ore. I'm looking for the 8-5-10 city there. Does Perma have it? Year of Plenty. Of course they've got it. 2 more ore there. 8-5-10 citied up. We got 6 points on Dreamy, 5 on Perma. 5 apiece for everyone else. Longest road. Perma's holding on to it. Building down, actually. That's got to be scary. A couple 4s or a couple of the right rolls here. And it's going to be Dreamy with a cutoff here. But a 10 again. Blacker starting to run away with this one on the 10s. And it might be another development card here, but they're trying to get a brick for ore, so maybe looking for that next city here. I don't know if they're going to go 8-5-10 on this one or double this one up. No, 2 development cards it is then. Blacker starts the run for largest army. Haven't played any yet. The 2 rolls out. Soren hits a wheat. That's got to feel good. Dreamy with an extra wood on there. Soren, though, maybe falling a little bit behind, not getting the settlements out, not getting more production the way that they want, and they might have to be the ones that race for longest road. Nothing to do. Passes it along. Dreamy here does hit on the 6. That is going to be another road. Is there a cutoff here? The 3-1 with the ore might be worth it. They might get themselves to the 4-9-10. That's not a bad spot either. Trying to give away sheep for wheat. So maybe looking for another city instead. Oh, that's 1. That's 2. That's a plow in the final game. Look out, Perma. The road, the settle. That's Dreamy cutting off the turn right before. And Robert right after that hits Soren. But big plow there. And this actually cuts off Perma's road a little bit. They're going to have to go back up north here. Nothing to do down here. One wasted road if they want to keep building out along these other spots here. Nice cutoff from Dreamy, and that's going to be Dreamy at 7, Perma at 7. But there is a dead end road here. So otherwise, we're going to have to keep building along the coast, and that's going to be Perma's entire game here. Yeah, the road comes down on the 5 sheep on the coast, and they're going to have to start pointing north. That's going to be another 2. So extra wheat coming out for Soren here. They're going to need a couple 9s and then they can city up again. But that's going to be a knight used for Blacker. That's the first one out towards the largest army here. Again, easy development cards for Blacker. The 7 rolls out. Soren with control here. Who do you block? Dreamy at 7, Perma at 7. They do share some down here, but it is going to be the 5 ore up towards the top. They steal from Perma, who is holding on, trying to trade out wheat for sheep. So unfortunately 9s and 5s maybe just not rolling right now. Doesn't have what they need for that settlement. It's going to be tough. Only 3-1 ports. Soren trying to make a 2-1 trade happen. 10 seconds left. Blacker actually goes ahead and says, yeah, I'll do that one. The settlement comes down 6-5-3. And now we're looking for those to come in. 11. Double wheat, double sheep. Perma at 5 resources here. Blacker at 6. I wouldn't mind if Perma ended up buying 1 or 2 development cards. It's a little bit tougher for them. They only have the 10 wheat as well. They're kind of running into the same problem as Dreamy here, only having the 1 wheat number. So it is pretty tough for them to buy those development cards, which makes Blacker heavy favorite for largest army and for buying up all the development cards, especially if these 10s all get citied up. Again, remember, we're going to 12 points, so this is just kind of the early mid-game right now. They still have a ways to go, and they still have to get their production up. 6 gets rolled out. Soren with the road. Dreamy with the road. Things are starting to get coordinated now. So let's see where we go. You know, I almost want Soren to build this 6-9-10 and get towards that. Get a little bit of extra ore production in there. Again, chance to connect all of their roads too. 5 comes out. Lots of ore on the board. That double 5 opened up at the top right there. So everyone's got that open. No, it builds it over. Maybe the 6, 10, 12. Get as much ore as possible that way. 6 again. Roads on roads on roads. Dreamy here as well. They're going to have some for themselves too. So Dreamy here might even take road for themselves. I would have liked Dreamy to have built, you know, to a better wheat number. You know, or even get themselves out to a better wheat number somehow. But I think at this point they just keep building as much production as they can. Wouldn't be bad to get a sheep port here, but that's no production on a desert, so that always feels bad. Yeah, they're gonna go 6, 9, 10. Maybe if they get cut off, they go to 2, 9, 4. So I like the options there. 9 rolls out massive here. Perma gets 1 ore, enough for the city here. That's gonna put them at 8 points now with longest road. 8 points. No development cards though. 2 to 1 keeps a brick in the bank. No, that's gonna be a settlement too. Call it 9. Perma 3 more points away. A 5 and a 10 makes a city. Perma looking good. As much as black gets a spot. No, the 6 is blocked out here. And not enough wood to distribute out there. Oh no. Yeah, Dreamy's already got 3, 4, 5 settlements out. And Soren's almost in that boat too. Soren's got 1 more settlement before they need to city up. Dreamy needs to build. The cutoff here is coming though. Blacker recognizes it, drops a road down, but that might still be 2 more roads for the cutoff. And Soren doesn't want to see this at 14 cards on their turn. That one hurts. 14 cards on your turn. 3 wood, a brick, 2 sheep, and an ore. That's massive, massive drop. They block the 5 here. They steal from Perma. Hopefully they can trade away Blacker maybe with the road here. But they left it open here. A road settle on the 3, 11, 12. Not the 6, 10, 12. 6 rolls and hits everybody for massive resources. Dreamy's got to be in a good place here. That's 3 ore already. 3 for 1, 3 for 1. They get another city down. It's the 6, 4, 10. Dreamy here, building it out the hard way. But Dreamy's actually just 1 road away from stealing longest road. They're at 8 themselves, so they could find themselves at 10 really quickly. 10 with a road, 11 with a settlement. Dreamy might build this out the hard way. Same thing for Soren here. 2 more roads actually gets longest for them as well. But that would only put them at 9, and that's going to be a little bit farther away for Soren. 2 more roads. It is the cutoff. It is the plow. Perma, don't care. Perma's going to connect. It's the longest road for Perma. It's too late. Longest road firmly in the hands of Perma, who is at 9 points. 11 for the road. It's connected all the way. So at this point, you're better off just building out around here, but I don't know if that's going to be enough here. What is Soren's path to victory? What is Blacker's path to victory? Blacker needs to get the largest army out as soon as possible. 2 more cards in hand, and they haven't really bought too many more, nor have they citied up too much either. 4 wood for an ore is going to be the city on the 10, 11. Wow, okay. Didn't expect that one. But the 10 actually hits, and that's going to be 2 ore, 2 sheep. Dreamy, though, with 60% of another city. Dreamy could just city up. Oof, Dreamy could just city up on those. No, another city comes down for Soren, who's at 8. Blacker with 8. Dreamy with 10. I think Dreamy still holds on to their city. I think Dreamy still got enough. Blacker throws away a card and a wood. I think Dreamy now's got to steal from Perma. Perma's still pretty fairly in the lead. It's going to take Blacker a few more turns before they can come back. Yeah, they block the brick here. 8 brick, nice block. They get the settlement down. 4, 9, 10. Dreamy in a good spot to build it out the hard way. Dreamy with the road production here on the 4. 2 roads at a time means road settlement, road settlement. Perma gets 2 bricks anyway. They share the 4. Perma goes 2-1 for a sheep. They buy a development card for themselves. All development cards are good for Perma. A 6. Dreamy is getting the rolls right now. Dreamy is getting all the rolls. Another 5 here. Perma actually hits on that one. Lots of ore for that. Soren still on 12 cards, manages to get themselves up there. But again, they're only on the 8 points here. Trades away 3-1 for a wheat. Looks like the road comes out. 9-5, 5-2. Settlement drops down for them. They have the option here to connect as well. 1, 2, 3 to connect. And then they wrap that around. Could be Soren looking to take longest road late in the game. 11 rolls out. Dreamy in a fantastic spot. 11 cards in hand. The road. I think they're going to settle on the 8-9. They're 9 points. No, another road. You're going to 3-1, and they're going to settle on the 8-4 with a wheat port there. Not enough for a city, but they are at 10 points. Longest road, only 3 more away. The dream is alive. And Dreamy here gets at least 2 more roads there. 4 for Perma here. Perma needs to extend right now. Perma needs to extend road. 2 brick there using the knight. I don't know about blocking the ore. I think there's too many ways to win. Oh, that's right. Can't take road. Dreamy is on 2 left. That's unfortunate. A little bit of a misbuild there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought he had enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still has to extend though to make sure that it cannot stretch anymore. No, actually 2 more would have been 11 for Dreamy. So unfortunate. Unfortunate for Dreamy. Dreamy only has 1 more road and settlement away. And then city. Settlement city for Dreamy. Perma's got it locked down here at 10 points. Perma's got to wrap it up. You're right. Perma's window was closing. Blacker buys a whole bunch of cards, but still going to need a few more. Needs to start playing those knights to get largest army out. Soren, unfortunately, too far behind. Soren 1. Wait, Soren 1, 2, 3. What's the longest road for Soren right now? 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They could. Dreamy! Dreamy throws away all wood. And with the 3-1 port, again, blocks out the 8 brick here. I think it's got to be a road settle on the 6-10 or a city. Soren wants wheat. Soren wants wheat. Soren trades with the blacker. I think that's an okay trade for them. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and try to connect. 2 more roads, though. Maybe not soon enough. Dreamy, though. Man, Dreamy can do whatever they want on these rolls. 4s are going to win the game. Dreamy here, 3-1, gets the sheep out. I think this is the road settle on the 6, 9, 10 development card for the win. It's got to be devs now or the city up. They don't have the city there. No development card either. They're just going to hold for it. I think this is Dreamy's game now, unless Perma gets the rolls. But 11, 3 sheep, is that going to be enough to do it? Only 8 resources in hand. Perma might be able to get a settlement down to put them at 11. But it's looking like Dreamy's game right now. And the hard way. No army, no road. Just straight 12 points. Perma going 2-1. Wheat, development card. Pass, Blacker Ben. Their chance now. Largest army puts them at 8. 3 development cards in hand. The roll now. They're at 7. A good roll here. Blacker misses everything. Soren, though, somehow gets 7 wheat. Hello? Blacker could be at 11 points. 4-1. Buys a dev card. 4 cards in hand. Imagine if it was 4 victory points. 2 more roads here. Where's Soren going with this? Soren might actually steal the road here. Puts them at 11. Maybe a city. How's this gonna work? Road. Soren needs 2 more. But if Soren builds 2 more, he doesn't have a road out to settle. Well, maybe he does. He has a dangling road out here. He'll get to 14, but I think he needs the max here. He absolutely needs to max out. Road comes down. 3-1, 3-1. The road, the longest road, 11 points. The dev card! Soren buys the victory. 12 points. Longest road steal. Victory point at the end. GG's, well played. Dreamy. Looked like it was going to be theirs. 10 resources in hand. Soren buys the victory. Congratulations. Your winner of the second World of Colonists tournament, Soren FP. GG's, well played. Wow. Dreamy looked like they had it in the bag. Didn't matter. Settlement, cities, buy dev cards, doesn't matter. Perma ended up at 8 points, having the longest road taken away. Just couldn't do it. Spent every single card, had just enough, the perfect amount. Let's look at those dice. Wow, what happened to our dice? Wow, 5s disappeared, just like they did in my games, apparently. I don't know what's happening with the screen here. There we go. All right, dice stats. 5s, 2 rolled. Wait, are these the right stats? 6s rolled like crazy. 17. 17. 8s, 9s, 10s rolling flat out along there. No 12s whatsoever, and a couple 4s out there. 4s were actually in it for Dreamy here, and Dreamy between the 6s and the 4s, those were the rolls. Tons of lumber out there. Everyone was on it. Everyone was trying to build that longest road. Yeah, Knights only 5. 3 VPs were drawn out there. Those were 1 for Soren, the exact one. 2 for Blacker. Man, Blacker was close. Blacker was really close. I wonder what those other cards were. Let's see what they were. Probably a mono. No, they played the mono. Plus 2 year plenties there. Activity, 7 trades for Soren. Maybe that's the difference. Soren was able to trade out in a lot of these very fast games. Sometimes 2-to-1ing it at times. Soren. 8. Oh man, look at this production from Dreamy though. Dreamy's production, 108, 123 overall. Dreamy's production was so good. Triple hex expansions, cities on triple hexes, huge, huge, huge. Let's look at the 7s though. Resources lost, Dreamy lost 19. Soren did lose 15 though, just because the production was so good throughout the game. Dreamy was blocked out a little bit more, but man, you gotta expect that to happen. That's game. That's game, that's tournament. GG's, well played. Shout out to Luciano, nfornear. World of Colonists number 2. That brings things to a close.